Good morning, everyone present here on the dais and off the dais. We have a mix of a panel where there is a custodian of the code, there is a contributor to the code in terms of professionalism, and the users of the code. We are also aware of the fact that the first edition came in way back in 1970. Probably that time it was meeting to the requirements of the occupancies of the buildings at that particular time. But it took almost 13 years to see the revised edition 1983. But at that point in time, I clearly remember we are after the Bureau of Indian Standards to pull out something so that we can meet the requirements. We can address the requirements of new hazards, risks which are coming up. The third revision, 2005, again, almost 8 years or so of the amendment, and thereafter. And particularly, 2005 has been most used, I would say, National Building Code in terms of fire safety, fire prevention, life safety, fire protection. And thereafter, it took almost 11 years for the present code, which came in 2016. We are almost 7 years, 8 years down the line using this 2016 code. But the point which I am trying to make is that a lot of inputs, a lot of hard labor has gone into publishing on bringing out this particular standard. And even probably after 9 years or 8 years of its use, we are not in unison to say so that this is particularly a perfect book to address all the issues. One of the reasons may be that the development is outpacing the standards, yes, maybe. But then the various nitty-gritties of the code itself at times appears to be ambiguous, non-committal. I'm sure there are a lot of challenges on the way in bringing the code. We are aware of it, but the development is, as I said earlier, is outpacing the provisions of the code probably. And probably the time has come that we should have a frequent amendment to the code issued at a regular interval so that the new things which are coming up can get addressed. And if any flaw is there or something needs clarifications, can be clarified at a right time rather than waiting for 8, 9 years or 10 years or a decade to address the issue.